It's hero time. Are Ben's aliens the same age as he is? The short answer is yes. For the classic series, the answer is 100% yes. For the later series, Alien Force and onwards, most likely the answer is still yes, but most of our information comes from the classic series. I think the best episode to prove that Ben's aliens are the same age as he is in a season 4 episode titled Don't Drink the Water. In the episode, Ben and Grandpa Max get splashed with water from the Fountain of Youth. Grandpa Max then gets turned into a 10-year-old and Ben gets turned into a toddler. Then we get to see the toddler versions of his aliens. We get to see the toddler forms of Forearms, Wild Mutt, Stinkfly, and Heat Blast. In case that's not enough evidence for you and you want to chalk that up to a one-off episode or magic shenanigans from the Fountain of Youth, we have 2 more episodes that prove this, the first being a season 3 episode titled Ben 10,000, the other being titled Ken 10. In these episodes, we get to see a future version of Ben. In these episodes, we get to see adult versions of a lot of Ben's classic aliens. Some look very similar to their 10-year-old counterparts, like Diamond Head. Others look very different, like Wild Mutt. Here's some notable differences that show the aliens are older. Heat Blast has fire coming out of his shoulders now. Accelerate is taller. The alien with the most change is Ben's Vulpamancer transformation, Wild Mutt, now looking very similar to the adult versions of the species. We see adult Vulpamancers in an earlier episode in Classic. We also see adult Vulpamancers appear in later series as well. Adult Vulpamancers are a lot bigger. They seem to lose some of their quills / fur-like features. Their mouths are also shaped very differently. When Ben transforms into Stinkfly, it also looks extremely different as well. Here, just take a look with these two side by side. Here are 3 arguments I've heard that Ben is not the same age as his aliens, and I will be addressing my counterpoints here. One is that in the season 1 finale of Classic, when Vilgax showed up to take the Omnitrix from Ben, that Vilgax did not recognize Ben as Heat Blast to be a 10-year-old. Therefore, Heat Blast must have been an adult, or Vilgax would have realized it was a 10-year-old that's using the Omnitrix. My counterpoint is Vilgax probably just did not know what a adult Pyronite looked like. Think of it this way, if you didn't know what an adult whale looked like and you saw a baby whale, you may think it's fully grown just because of the size of it. The argument also stated where Vilgax was hundreds of years old, he should have known what a adolescent Pyronite looked like. Well, we know for a fact there's over 1 million species in the Milky Way galaxy alone, so even with hundreds of years of space travel, he still may not have even seen a Pyronite before. Another argument that I've heard that some of Ben's aliens look exactly the same as the adult counterpart, the biggest example being Tetrax and Diamond Head. And it's not a bad argument, but it goes against everything else we've shown up until this point. One, diamonds in real life don't exactly age the same as humans. It seems like he's a veteran warrior with possibly even hundreds of years of experience, but I don't know how old he is, and neither do you. Let's move on to Tiny. From the Galactic Enforcers. Her species is Tetraman, the same as Ben's forearm. The argument stated that she was flirting with Ben's forearms and therefore thought that Ben's forearms transformation was an adult. Therefore, when Ben turns into forearms, he must be an adult. Well, in real life, humans can look much older or much younger than they actually are. And, well, we don't exactly know what the age for consent is on the Tetraman homeworld. I'd rather not think about it. And we don't know how old Tiny is either. So, in my opinion, Ben is the same age as his aliens, at least in the classic series. He most likely still is going forward, at least in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed today's video.